Hey guys, M4J3FFR135 here and welcome to... That's right guys, we are back here in the North City. Welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. I am of course M4J3FFR135 and let's start at Gloucester Gardens. Bit of a frame rate issue there. Gloucester Gardens has changed quite a bit actually since the last episode. The first thing I want to talk about is this little thing you can see here. And this is the solution to actually getting vehicles back to depot a lot faster and therefore avoiding queues, because I sort of shot myself in the foot. I ended up with queues of vehicles all the way back to up here somewhere, I think it was. These are Route 3 and Route 5? No, just Route 3. That was how far it got on this side. It then spread quite a long way this way, and then it also went south, side, east and west as well. And what it was vehicles were actually queuing, because only one tram can fit in one of these blocks at any one time. They were all queuing to get to these exit stops, so you know, the ones where they split everybody out. In fact, there's one arriving here, Route 9. So because of that, there was queues all the way back, and because only one tram can fit in a block, it was making the queue a lot bigger than it otherwise would have been. So my simple solution for that was elevate the stops here. So actually now, okay, the trams still queue, but once they empty, they can get straight out onto the road here, and so the next tram can move straight in, unless there's a conflicting movement of course, but even that only takes like 5 seconds maximum, and then the next tram can move in. Now this was originally single track, in fact it was the same type as this one here, Belmont Drive, but for Washington Drive I upgraded it to 3, just so again there's no waiting at all. These trams literally move straight across and then head back, and the only queuing point is here, but actually that's not such a bad thing, although we've got a bit of a tailback of vehicles at the moment, mainly because these vehicles are now a lot bigger. I've actually upgraded these vehicles from each depot, so the average line depot now has Railcad Velocios running from it. I think it's exclusive Railcad Velocios as well. The small depot, the Quiet Lines depot, has the Railcad S200s, and this depot here for the busy lines has a varied mix really. The Louis XIV is one, the City 26 is another, and if I can find a third example, there should be one in the tunnel here somewhere, that's another 26. Where are we? Up here somewhere would probably be a good place to start. That's another 26. Here, a City T13, which you can just about make out, and they're all roughly the same length. So even though the T13 has a 20 capacity higher than the Louis XIV, and the T26 has an even higher one, I think. Let me just double check that one. I need one first. That's a pain. Let's see if I actually remove that track join there. We lose all those vehicles, they all get pumped back into the depot, but actually... does that cause a huge rift? Not that big a rift actually, not as big as I wanted. But there's a rift here, vehicles moving up. Yeah, this is 136, so it's 8 bigger again. So actually the difference is 40 and then another 16, because of course we have it set for double capacity. And even though this is a 5-sectioned tram, it's the same length roughly. It might be slightly longer than a Louis XIV, but not massively longer. So overall I think that was actually quite a wise decision. One thing I am going to do just to avoid personal annoyance, is I'm going to reset a couple of the lines on this depot, just to avoid the queue. And I'm going to do the same thing on this depot, because actually this depot is running overkill. All the lines have more vehicles out than they need to. And I might go back and change the timetable and double the distance between trams, just to try and alleviate that slightly. And it also means we can save money on vehicles. We can sell a whole ton of vehicles then. But overall, yes, Gloucester Gardens is looking very, 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 very complex indeed. There's a couple of other new flyovers and dive-unders. There's this one here, Wood Street, which basically all it does is it takes trams from the outside track here to the inside track. And how it does that is it dives underneath this footpath here, surfaces again here, rises up through this little snaky section here, and then joins up with Hillside Way and Underhill Court on the inside, so that trams can move across. There's a couple of other ones, I think. Oh yeah, there's a couple of dive-unders here. This is a new way to get routes 9, 10, 12, 14 and 17 back into depot. You can see it dives under here. And resurfaces here, I believe. Was it here? Yes. But there's also a little diversion here which connects with the tracks arriving from this side, and they connect up here and actually surface on this side, and that's for the north side of Gloucester Gardens. I don't think I have... Oh yes, I do have one. It's here. This is just so that we've got lots of different variances depending on how many lines we end up having. Now, because I rebuilt Gloucester Gardens slightly, this side now, the south side of Gloucester Gardens, is purely for trolleys only. Just trolleys. We haven't got any new trolley lines yet. They'll be coming up over the next few episodes. But this side now, we've got 4 departing lines and the 1 arrival line, which is down the end here. And we've got 2 already filled up, but you know, we might actually be able to add more to this. We might be able to have 2 lines going from each stop. Haven't fully decided yet. We've also got this stop over here, which was extra, which is now being filled by Route 17. I will talk about that in a second. The other thing I wanted to talk about very, very quickly is I rerouted Route 32, which was the second trolley line. It now, instead of going up and over the bridge to where it used to terminate, which was over here, this will become Route 33 probably. Again, haven't fully decided, but Route 32 now hooks over this way and heads west along this road here, and actually terminates, where is it? Over here. At, I don't know what this area should be called. The fact that Cologne Cathedral here is here, I might call this Cologne Square. And that'll be quite a nice name actually. But yeah, it terminates here where the main bus route 64 goes, and also we've got the metro station underneath, and we've got the 2 city auto lines up above. So it's a pretty good terminus point, and I wouldn't say that the line is that popular. It's not bad, basically. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. People do hop on and off. It's just a transfer line, really. But yes, Route 17, that's the new line. And what that one does is quite boring to start with. It actually comes down here. You might have heard me already say Route 17 goes down this way. And it basically follows here, Route 11 and 13. Wait, no. Sorry, Route 9 and 11. All the way along here, and then it gets to this point here and turns left instead of going straight ahead or turning right. And this is where it gets interesting, because it actually goes on a bridge over to this central island, which again we need a name. Not going to call it Pimlico this time. I think we're going to come up with a new name for it. But here it has 2 stops, links up with the bus, which is Route 62. It then dives underneath the water via this tunnel, which is actually, it's quite a steep slope there. I never really consider how steep that slope is, but of course these trams have good tractive effort, so they're going to get up and down there no problem. It then surfaces here on the south mainland of the city, goes underneath the freeway here, follows this road all the way up until we get to... God, it's a lot further than I thought. Here, where again we got Route 64 goes through here, and we have the city auto line. There's no metro station here. The nearest metro station is actually this one here, which you can get a tram to, so it's not too far away. And there's a city auto station under there as well. But yes, it terminates here, does a 3-stop loop, and then goes back to where it came from. This is the first tram line that actually leaves this northern main part of the city. You could kind of count this one, which is, well, City Auto Express does as well, but that's a City Auto line. Route 7 does leave the main land here just to go over to this little island, but I don't think that really counts. I think that all counts as one big part of the city. So that is the first tram line that actually heads south and crosses the river. So I'm quite excited about that. We want more tram lines to do that. We also want a new hub, and I'm looking at this flat piece of land here to building a new hub on, and it does look like a good candidate. But actually today what I'm going to do is build a new hybrid line. And I say hybrid very, 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 very carefully, because we have technically City Auto Hybrid Route 16, which runs from this depot here. And that runs on streets until it gets to, again, where are we? Over here, and then it dives underground. This is going to be a different one. This one is actually going to start off as a City Auto line, but then it's going to surface in a different part of the city. So where are we going to build the depot? Because I want to connect it up to the original City Auto platforms. I want them to use these platforms here. And in fact, we've got these waypoints set up at the moment, but I might convert those into platforms at some stage. And we have these little crossovers here as well, so who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Plus we have this extra City Auto Express platform here, but I think this heads in the wrong direction for what I want to do. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm not fully decided yet. Ideally, I'd like to head, where are we? This way, and build more City Auto lines heading out this way. And actually, yes, the more I look at that, the more that's what I want to do. So I want to build a new depot connected to the City Auto platforms here. And I think the best place for that would actually be in this part of Gloucester Gardens. Of course, this is eventually going to be built up into a huge new suburb area, but for now it's going to remain as is. So I think if I build this round like that and build that to, let's say, there, and then grab a depot, large tram depot, let's put it there, and then get some metro track. We're going to drop that to underground like so. We're going to pull this round like this, and we want to avoid this line because that is, of course, the I do want this to go. That's the actual metro line, so definitely want to avoid that. So I think we'll go underneath that. Well, actually, could we go over that? I think we could still go over that. Yeah, we can. Awesome. It's going to be quite a big loop, but it should be worth it once we've connected. So if I go to... just trying to see, that's the bus one, miles and miles below ground, so that's fine. So if I go to about here, I should then be able to pull this off, and that is... yeah, that's... so I should be able to go underneath like this, and start to come round and up, maybe. Tricky thing is, because there's actually a slope here as well, it makes it very, very hard to be able to join these up. I might have to go over and actually do it unconventionally, because that's a height of 2, so I need to avoid that. Actually, I know how to do this. Let's rebuild this section of track. Right, so we're going to go this way. We're going to go down 2, round, over the bus. Actually, I don't care if it comes out from underground, because we can design streets to go around that and have a cool design doing that. Right, so there's the station that I'm aiming for. What I want to do is go another 2 underneath that. Oh, is it because I'm passing over the metro track? Yes. Now I want to go 2 down. And basically I want to go underneath this station here. So we want to curve it round like this to... let's do it to about... let's do that and then do this to there. Now I want to grab this. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 underneath. This is going to curve round like so to there, and then it's going to go up like that. That's the first one connected. We'll do other little connection points later on. This one is just going to simply go along like this, and should connect up just like that. What do you know? It works. And again, we'll do extra connections when needed. But for now, I like that. That looks good. That looks very good. In fact, that is just, yeah, that's the City Auto Express platforms. Which I don't think we really need to worry about right now. So we'll leave that as is. So that is this depot actually connected, and I'm going to put the actual tram tracks in now before I forget, because I've done that in the past and believe me, it's annoying. So there we go, all done. Passes very, very close to the ground at certain points here, but providing we don't build any more metro tracks or anything, that shouldn't be an issue. In fact, we got a strange slope going on there, so I might fix that. It might become difficult when I'm building roads on top, but we'll worry about that some other time. So now we need to focus on this side of things. So it comes out of the Gloucester Gardens station. Let's say it does stop at this station as well, because I like this station. It's a nice station. What it then will do is it'll come around this corner like this, and then we'll have a track that breaks off here and goes down underneath like that. It will then curve around like this, and it will join up with a second track. In fact, let's go back up to 2 underground, connect up to a second track about here, like so. And this one I'm just going to take out like this. We're going to go literally 2 under, sort of like this, curve it round to about here. In fact, do we want to do it? Yeah, we want to do that. In fact, do we want to do that? Yeah, might as well. We might as well. So it's going to connect, or stop there. Whilst I remember, I'm going to connect this side as well, so we need to go 1, 2. This is going to be a strange connection because I'm going to try and connect it in roughly the same place as this one, except it's probably not going to let me, because this game has a habit of doing that to me actually. It doesn't let me connect these where I want them to. I mean, in theory I could just go straight across like that, but again it's telling me there's not enough space. There's a good spot. But if I'm going to do this, I might as well do this like there maybe. That's a pretty decent area. It shouldn't affect this area too much. It's only going to be the odd train passing through at any given moment, so overall it should be fine. Right, pedestrian street like so, because we're building a station under here. That's a good length. That is a good length for me. And now we're going to grab metro track and we're going to go like this. 2 under. I'm going to try and do this quite cleverly because I actually want this to go via a bridge over the water. So we're going to do it like this. Kind of like this. And I'm just looking to see, and I think I might have found the spot. Like that. Is that a good connection spot? It looks like it could be. I have high hopes for this line. We'll try it again. I might be able to build it a little bit better than that. So where are we? Under here. We'll come out from under here. Like this. Out by 2. Let's try again, shall we? So we're going to come out like this to there, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Up like so. And then we want to go across like this. Now, actually, do I want to connect it to that road, or do I want to connect it to the next one up? Neither of these really are preferable. Neither of them. If I had an absolute choice, I think this one, just because it's easier to connect to on the whole, because I can just do that. So yeah, okay, I'll connect to this one. Then we want it to go on tram tracks, because at this point it's going to just run as a tram. And it's going to run straight across all these rows like this. Let's have it go this way, like so, and then it's going to curve like that, and it's going to connect up to Route 17. And it's going to run along Route 17 for most of this journey here, and then at this point it's going to go this way. And it's basically just going to follow this on for a little bit longer, this road. And don't worry, we're going to be building outside of here soon, so it'll actually become part of an actual residential area rather than just be in the middle of nowhere. And at this point we're going to turn this way, we're then going to do a sharp left, we're going to loop this way, another sharp left, and then it's going to join back up again. And this is the terminating loop. So now it's all about building the stops. We're going to have one there, which actually connects with this metro station. We're going to have one, yeah, let's do a set under here, and then we'll do another set over here, which will connect with that metro station, and then at this point it connects with, in fact I can move these over a little bit, these two, move them a little bit closer, there and there, and then actually I can then move these two a little bit. Let's move them to there and there. So now they're about equal distance apart. And we're connected. We're actually fully connected. All we've got to do now is put some more stops. So let's see if I can put one there and one there. And then maybe two here as well. And then the final step is... I just want to see what this slope looks like here as well, actually. I like that. That looks really cool. Imagine if we built like a little pedestrian street around here as well and had buildings springing up. That would look amazing. Let's see if we can actually do that. So let's see if I just go along kind of like that to there and then curve that in like so. Might get some buildings springing up along there. Not 100% sure. What I do want to do is under here we need to actually connect this up to street level. So we need to get rid of those, we need to get rid of that. We've just lost a trolley in doing that, but that shouldn't be a massive issue. So that should go under like that, and then this one should come up like that. We need to put the tram tracks in, which again is not a problem. Straight across, quite literally like that, and then like that. Put the stops in, so this one will go on this side like so, and then this one on this side like that. And that's it, line built. That is a finished line. So now we can actually go and set the route up. Now I don't know what to call this one, because we've got the city auto, well, we've got city centre clockwise and anti-clockwise, and then we got the city auto, God, Route 11's popular there. Then we got the city auto express. This isn't really an express line as such, because it does become a hybrid. So do I call it after a city auto line, or do I call it after a tram line? That is the big question. And I think for the benefit of argument, first of all, this station is actually kind of redundant because there's a station directly there. Unless I hook this up. Okay, yeah, I can do that. So let's take that out, both of these. Because I want it to have stops with this city auto station, definitely. So we'll put a stop there and a stop... we'll put them both there. That's good, I like that. And then here, it's going to run down an extra street, and then it's going to go this way. And it's going to keep going this way until it gets to this street, and then it's going to turn down here, and then it's going to go there, and then it's going to go there. And you can see straight away, it connects directly off a station. That means that I have room for one more stop between these two. And I'm going to put that there. And there we go. So they're roughly 50-50. Maybe I could have moved them a bit. In fact, I think that's the halfway point, that junction. So it kind of works. I could stagger them, I suppose. But I'll leave them as they are for now. I can't see it being a serious problem that I'm going to have to change. So yes, I think I'm going to put this as part of the City Auto network. It makes sense. In my head, it makes sense. So we're going to go up here. and we're going to start a new route, and we're going to call it City Auto Connect. No, that's rubbish. City Auto. In fact, I might just call it City Auto. I might just do that. Let's see what that looks like once we've planned this out. So we're going to copy it the same as Route 1, which we're pretty much doing for all of our tram lines now. We've got to the stage where it doesn't really matter if they run side by side anymore. Just thinking of something else actually, because at the moment we're only using one of these platforms here, which is this one, and I kind of want it to loop round for all of them. So I'm wondering if there's a way I can do that. If I could build a second, or just build a loop. I might be able to do that here. Can I connect that to that? I can. It's a bit messy. So if I can curve it round like this and connect it up, then that works out quite well for me. And then if I go on the other side, which is over here, let's see, it's under here, so trams leave here. I need another loop, preferably, which I could actually maybe squeeze in here, if I do that and that. Which would also be very, very cool, if I could get it to fit in. I mean, yeah, I could just do that, and that fits in really, really nicely actually. That's surprisingly easy, connecting those up. It's not the prettiest of junctions, but it'll do. It'll do. Right, back to organising this. So yes, we want it to go straight through. No wait, we want it to go there to pick up passengers, and then we want it to go straight through here. We then want it to go to this station here, where it should pick up, and then it splits off, goes via the new station, which is there, then goes over here and starts running as a tram. Now I'm lacking a bit of creativity in the fact that it only has 3 stations as a City Auto line, but that's the beauty of the City Auto network, is with so much more room underground for us to build stations. And actually this running as a tram for the majority of the line isn't such a bad thing. It's quite a good thing. It just means we're expanding into more areas of the city, because now technically this is another tramway that's crossed the river, even though it's a City Auto line at the moment that it does cross the river. It runs on the street once it gets onto the other side. So that's quite alright. That's quite cool. So yeah, final stops. We've got one there. We've got this one here. And then I'm tempted to have it stop here to unload, then loop round, and then reload again. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have it go there, and then I'm going to have it go there, and then I'm going to have it loop round and go there. It should use the loop that we made, yep. So hopefully it runs through that loop empty then. And then once it's gone through here, we need it to go there, 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 and then back to its depot, which is all the way over here. Now we need to buy some vehicles. So it says we need 21 vehicles. So what I'm going to do is buy 25 Tatra 4Ms. And these are the vehicles that we use on Route 16, which is the other hybrid line that we have. So what I'm going to do now, we're pretty much at the end of the episode. We're 28 minutes gone. So I'm going to watch this vehicle on its journey and see how well it does. When we come back for next Saturday's episode, we're going to be doing another big build episode, but also we're going to be doing reviews of our existing infrastructure. So it's a chance to see what's working, what's not working, and any changes that we could make to actually improve the city. So until then guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.